It is going
No, it's
to.
really far away. Don't worry about
It's gonna come say hello.
But the thing that messed with it is right in front of him.
There's a whole pile of you back there, though.
Come say hello. We're very nice.
Hello.
We're very caring and open people. You know, we're representatives of Runerach and all that it is.
Dimensional Dervish. A Balor can cast the 5th level innate Dimension Door with only a single action.
Is it at will? Because I still think he
And
can't
it's
reach us.
and its Dimension Door is the 5th level version, which is 1,000 feet, I believe.
Crap.
What's that, a mile?
I believe it's a mile. It might be 1,000 feet. I don't have the book in front of me.
Okay, so he's going to
Either way.
he's going to dip in. I think next to Alkur.
You gotta be shitting me. Okay.
He's tiny, so I think he has to be in Alkur's square.
What's he trying to do to me?
It's not some pretty.
He's gonna attack you with a very, very tiny blade.
If he pops my head off, I'll be very displeased.
And then he's gonna Dimension Door back.
I see you.
Unless he's got something that prevents him from becoming immune to Dimension Door, there's like a...
Oh, is there a temporary immunity?
Yeah, I think it's 1 hour cooldown. Or he's a Balor and fuck it, Leo. That's always a possibility, right? There's rule 0. Dimension Door normally has the 5th circle Dimension Door has a 1 hour cooldown, and it's a 1 mile range.
But the 4th level doesn't.
Right, so he can go 120 feet away.
Got it. He might do that. He might do that. Okay, so first he's going to come in and just kind of dink the wizard.
He's not going to dink the wizard. What are you saying?
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
He hits AC 49.
Damn.
I do need to look up the properties of Vorpal. He didn't roll really high, but I don't know how it works.
It's not a crit.
Yeah.
He had a plus 40 though, just an FYI.
Well, that's a problem. That's a problem right there.
That's a problem right there. Shadow's gonna look into this problem.
You'll beat his little ass with his D1 sword, whatever it is.
Yep.
Oh, I wonder who did that.
Somebody can beat me to the Vorpal property. That'd be awesome. I'm flipping around.
I'm on it. I can. These are things I can do.
Flipping around this stupid book that doesn't put them all in the same area. There we go. As a reaction, you roll a natural 20 on a strike with weapon. You must critically succeed and deal slashing damage. The target must have a head, and then they get a saving throw. Okay, so he didn't roll a nat 20. But he is, as a reaction, going to use something called Dispelling Strike. He hit a creature, which is the trigger. And he will cast an innate dispel magic on the target of the triggering strike. So first thing he's going to do is d6s, d4s. So he does 4d2 damage.
Oh no!
Do you take
Plus 50.
no, it's plus 11. Do you take fire?
Not unless it's got lots of it.
Okay. You take evil damage though?
Why, yeah.
Oh, you don't have energy ages up?
No, I don't have. I actually have items that.
Okay. All right. The tiny longsword plinks you for 22 damage.
Okay. Could somebody mark down a token for me, or do you want me to?
Darian is going to react to that damage.
Okay.
I will absorb 22 points of that damage.
I got hit. Or did I get hit?
Nope. Which means that it didn't. Well, give me a second. The Dispelling Strike, the trigger is the Balor hits a creature, object, or spell with a weapon strike. So he actually hit you, he does no damage.
Okay, and then I take a 5-foot step.
It smushed the Balor.
and say hello, evil creature.
Now,
It does not like the paladin coming close to it with the answer.
disrupt the dispel magic that's being cast.
That's a question I can't answer. What is his bonus for the plus?
Effect: the Balor casts an innate dispel magic on the target of the triggering strike as a reaction. So
Crap.
I don't think it actually. So it doesn't disrupt the reaction, and it's not like it's reaction cast. So I don't think you're losing an action.
Yep.
I don't think I hit him anyway.
And how does dispelling work? His AC is not. Yeah, you miss.
Dispelling is super confusing.
Great.
Okay. So dispel magic. You roll a counteract check. What is the level of spell that he's using for this?
His dispel magic is a 8th level magic.
Okay, so he would roll he has to roll a check. Give me a second. It's a counteract on page 458. It's against. So is it against an effect or is it against the? Sorry. You do a counteract check against the target's DC.
Okay, so I'm using like my caster DC.
When attempting a counteract check, it's going to be your caster DC. It's normally your skill modifier, the appropriate modifier to your check against the target's DC. And then so it's against my DC, so it's against my caster DC.
Okay, he rolls a nat 1.
He failed to counteract him.
Okay, and then he turned visible, and then he's going to, as a single action, dimension door away, but he only dimension doors 120 feet away, and he's really close to Oscar.
Kreiger.
Does Kreiger get to
Stomp his
interact?
ass.
So
No, does Kreiger get to react to him casting a spell?
No, this spell went off as part of a reaction, so I'm going to say it didn't.
the second dimension door.
The second
is
dimension
single
door.
action.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a thing. So
Krieger would like
Smashing critical or
Krieger would
whatever.
like to say, I can't do that. That's a 2-action thing.
so basically, Darian steps in and is shooing him away with the blade and blocking the damage. Alkur is like, oh.
How's AC 51?
AC 51 hits a demon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, I'm not reading.
The demon's aura was really warm. You're pretty sure if the thing stood beside you, like you would start to feel damage. But he's kind of deking in and out, and
Okay. Let me double check. I don't remember all the properties of Gungnir. It is...
yeah, he got his reaction. He missed.
Oh, and it is holy damage. It does have holy damage.
Okay, the little bastard does have weakness to good.
Okay. And what's that weakness?
20.
Ooh.
The bigger they are, the weaker they are.
So he hits him for 54 damage.
The little tough little fucker takes it, and now does that interrupt his spell, or
I would think so, or he's got to roll a...
Normally that disrupts the action unless they have a power that allows them to not lose the action.
oh right, that feat that you roll a flat check to see if you could still cast it. I
DC
believe
15
DC
flat check.
15. Okay.
If you don't lose the action.
Okay,
If he had-
nope.
So if he still had another action, he could just
You hit him with Odin's spear in his face while he was trying to burble the words to go deking away, and the Balor is going to stay, or the Balor imp of Ayuz is going to stay in melee with. Now he's running around underneath Alkira's robes right now, going. Oh, that thing's hard. You should have skewered something like that. Like, it's really, really tough and really mean, and there's a lot of heat coming off of it. And remember, Ayuz is the god of, or the demon lord of trickery and deception. So people thinking that it's just a little imp and it actually being some sort of like uber demon is right up Ayuz's alley.
Yeah.
Speaking of true forms, the ground begins to erupt.
My love,
You've returned to me! And there's something that is oozing and undulating forth from the ground. Hatching might be a way, as acrid fumes are visible from the ground as near where Ptolemy's little sphere and where the birthplace of Darian's children, it's kind of hatching open like it's been in there for a long time and pouring forth. At first it seemed to have a form, but then it just sort of like all kind of like tumbles down into this massive mushroom like fleshy being as the abomination Zuggtmoy births herself from the new abyss. My love, you have come to me. Alkur and Bone Crusher are like, ah, God, she's here. She's no longer quiet. Runerach now moves. Look at this grim harvest.
Oh, that is just lovely.
Feed me. Love me.
That is somebody's fetish somewhere.
I'm glad my internet's fixed so I can see this.
There are horrible spores, and you can see other things hatching, like, from all around. Like, other things are skittering out of the ground, like, some of the skittering Gagatas are like, coming out with her. Zuggtmoy, the abomination, all she does this round is she hatches from the center of the new abyss. Excited at all of the food that is here, and she's slowly undulating to move around, flipping tentacles as she's inviting Ayuz to come forward, but she's also concerned about these interlopers. I will eat their souls now. They are mine. They have delivered. And Kreiger, the mighty man warrior with the spear of Odin.
Alkur is hiking up his robes to expose the demon underneath. It does cut heads off. Good thing it's Alkira.
Alright, he's going to do a 2-action eviscerating strike. I can't remember exactly what it's called now. Merciless evisceration, something like that. I don't know. AC 47.
You hit by 2?
Excellent.
Look at that. That's a cool token.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Baylor Imp of Ayuz.
The Baylor Imp of Ayuz, yeah.
With his extra arms just stroking his stake.
Great.
The thing that he's stroking right now is actually his tail, so his tail is actually a snake that he pets. Which is weird.
Well, I mean, I would stroke my tail on a throne if I could.
All right.
Right now, the true Ayuz is in his
He had to rage first, so he's not going to take a second.
his I'm going on a date form. Leisure suit Ayuz. Riding his horrible abomination mount.
He did 70 damage, and he's drained 1.
Ooh. Let me check to
Fired
see.
kidney out of his butt.
Was any of that damage fire?
No, none of that damage was fire.
What is the spear made of?
It is... Oh, wrong character.
Oh, I had a side
Oh,
question.
I ignore 10 resistance, if that's...
You ignore what?
10 physical resistance.
No, he doesn't have any resistance physical. Okay, it wasn't good. It wasn't cold iron.
It is good, yeah.
It is good?
I added the 20 to the damage.
Okay,
Doesn't
got it.
adamantine count as cold iron?
Nope.
No.
Does the Myconid have any resistance? Or weaknesses? Silver, cold iron, anything like that?
You don't know.
his fist when he punches it.
My fists are adamantine, cold iron, silver.
Oh. You punch it twice?
Yeah.
I'll give it 30 more damage. Your adamantine fists are getting through it. Okay, so Kreiger, using the Spear of Odin Gungnir, basically stabs at the Balor underneath. And then it's Darian's go. How did Shadow and Bonecrusher and Kreiger and Darian get grouped together?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Optimal strategizing.
Yeah. And Oscar and Alkur are grouped together. They're like right after each other.
Yeah, so your characters can die at the same time.
Decide what you guys are going to do ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where are we going?
Alkur's the hardest one.
Attacks. AC 52,
Holy shit. AC 52 is a hit.
48,
48 is a hit.
and 39 is a miss.
39 is a miss.
Alright, so.
The answer flashes in and out, stabbing through Alkira's robes and hitting this flapping imp that is scowling and growling and it's starting to get really hot.
2d6 plus. Does it take electricity damage?
It does.
2d6 plus.
It wants one of your heads. You said it was.
Oh, and
one.
oh, it's in there. All right. So a total of 105 damage from the 2 hits.
Okay. The creature is not bloodied.
Jeez.
Fuck.
Mike and Id Goliath.
Double fuck.
I really thought I would have some help here.
Excellent, I've got him where we want. He's all yours, guys. Guys.
Anybody?
It. Oh fuck! It can't 5 foot. You're no longer threatening it if it 5 foot steps, right?
I am no longer threatening a 5 foot step.
Okay. It moves back from the thing that did 200 damage to it. It then casts a primal spell, which seems to make it move very quickly. Step 3, which gives me 1 slam, and then it's going to slam Crusher.
Okay.
AC 47.
It's a miss. Yep.
Well, you notice how we said we only have 1 +3 armor item?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I use his mount. It's going to scuttle forward. It flies. Whoa, horrible. It's like this flying monstrosity that just starts to react to your.
Does I use
presence.
move with it?
Nope. He hopped off. He slid off like with all sorts of grace. He's got really good pelvic motion.
X spray going.
Oh god. Just look at Zuggtmoy. They're all ready for the date.
Ptolemy's head peeks out of the sphere. Help! And there's like some sort of like tentacle that wrapped around his head that pulls him back in.
Guess the tentacle doesn't cover down. Or the spear, rather.
The ground then hatches. Not 1, but 12 skittering Gogatas.
God damn it!
Who are these things? I'm not dealing with that yet.
Those are the damn things that grab you and run away with you.
They're kind of like bursting out of the ground like a fell crown around Zuggtmoy.
Hope you enjoyed your battlefield positioning.
That's all they do. They just kind of birth out of the ground and climbing out and skittering around. Top of round 2, Ayus. Well, that's unfortunate. He coughs a little bit, and then he casts a spell and disappears.
Is he invisible?
Even from those with true seeing.
See invisibility, I guess, is below true seeing.
Yep.
I want his 3.5 or first ed mind blank thingy.
Oh, I can't see that asshole.
The demon lord of trickery has some old tricks up his sleeve.
Now let's be honest. Oscar has that trick as a rogue, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Alkur.
I can't see him.
Like trying to chop your head off with the Vorpal longsword. It's got a fiery whip in its hands. It's a Baelor.
It's a Baelor.
Not only is it a Baelor, it actually looks like a Baelor that is in Ayuz's form. Like he may have specially created or elevated, or this might actually be part of Ayuz.
He flesh crafted himself a little baby. He made a mini me.
That's funny.
All right, we're going.
Hello, adventurers.
We're going to 5-foot step away from this little horrible thing.
Okay, 2 5-foot steps.
That's one. I'm an elf. They get 2. They have to go 10 feet with a 5-foot step.
It's fucking awesome.
No,
Marty, I'm an elf. Long legs.
Long legs. I think it might even be called that. It's
that is a feat that is a candidate for us to bring back to 1E. Like picture if you took run as a prereq and then, like 10-foot step.
Yep.
It's an awesome thing.
It's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with that. Screw you and your pole arm, you son of and then we are going to just meteor swarm the battlefield on the other side. Just light it up.
Wait, who are you meter swarming?
Just everything on that side of the field.
If you want to hit my big dude as well, that's great.
We're gonna hit something to clip this group, and we're gonna hit like.
How big are these spheres?
They're 40. There's 4 40-foot radiuses, and they've got 10-foot radiuses on the middle. Like so.
Okay, so there's one 40-foot radius.
Boom. And then we'll do one on the. We want to kind of focus on the. We'll get these 2. Where was Ayuz when he turned invisible?
He was
back. He was really close.
He was back. He was back there. Like
he was really close to Ptolemy, though.
Yep.
I think the sphere doesn't. I think he's going to focus it so that the center actually does more damage. So he's going to hit. We'll hit. Yeah.
And the center is at 20.
The center's 10. 10-foot radius. So he wants to make sure he clip. I don't think he can get both. I think he has to get one or the other.
Yep.
Yeah. Clip.
He'll clip Ayuz or sorry, Zuggtmoy, or clip the brain thing.
Little thing, more effective.
We'll clip the brain thing.
Yeah.
Because chances are it's going to be more effective against that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2.
All right. I think we can. I'm just checking to see if there's any more candidates for triples.
These guys.
I think it's just 2. So he'll pick off 2. Yeah, those 2, and the last one is going to.
The guys in the back will give us. There's more time for us to heal the ones in the back. You can hit these guys up here.
I think he's going to clip the big Goliath, make it a Goliath, but hit the real back corner of it.
That'll hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So flaming meteors kind of spread throughout the chaos of the battle, hitting in a haphazard pattern, but with great
Violence.
Yeah. Discernment.
All right.
Great discrimination.
Discrimination. Reflex saves from those involved.
Okay, so the skittering beasts, are the Gogates. They have reflex saves of plus 22, and it looks like, so going from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 37, 24, 33, 38, 27.
Okay, so the DC is 44, so they all fail and 2 critical fail.
Yeah. 3 critical fail. Oh no, 24 is a
2 in the last one. Okay.
24 is a critical fail, 22 is a critical fail.
Okay.
All right.
This one got clipped by the Nougaty Center, and he critically failed.
So the Nougaty Centers are doing 32 damage each. So 64 on a critical fail.
64. Okay.
Isn't 34 the 30 the crit?
33. Oh, 33 is also a critical fail.
Yeah,
Right.
33 is also
Okay.
crit.
He's on the edge.
So there's 41 fire. So it's 32 bludgeoning and 41 fire. So that's 73. So 146 total.
On the one in the middle?
On the one in the middle.
Okay. 146. You said.
Yep.
Bloodied, and then the one on the edges. One failed. One made it.
It's 41 damage, double if they crit.
Okay. 41, and if they save, they. Oh, none of them saved. That's right.
None of them saved.
82. All right, and then these two guys. One of them critical failed, but he's along the edge, so 82.
Knitting flesh sweaters.
And the other one
Yep.
hit. Okay, so none of them died. None of the skittering things died, but you burned them badly, and you just don't feel bad. They're just not. They're not natural. The thing with the brains in it that you suspect some of your brains are inside.
Stop hurting that one. Say.
You pelted that one with the inner circle, and its reflex save is not very good. 22.
So let's take crit damage.
So how much damage was that crit?
146.
Okay, so a meteor goes striking down to the creature and strikes it, and there are brains and crab bits and things just flying everywhere.
I blew up Isolde's Lamborghini.
Fuck your car.
Flaming bits flying
Another
everywhere.
one, you evil bastard.
Zuggtmoy, we'll get to her last, I think. Let's do the Myconid Goliath. So the Myconid Goliath is immune to spells underneath
It's a 9th.
7th level. Okay, so he's not immune to this. And this is a bludgeoning attack.
It is bludgeoning and fire.
Okay, so that's physical, so it'll take 15 less from the bludgeoning. And then it needs to make a reflex save.
Do you have adamantine meteors?
It rolls a 37 on its save.
So it fails.
So it takes 32 bludgeoning, which becomes 17 bludgeoning. As the meteor kind of bounced off of its rubbery hide. 64, 74, and then the fire, it takes the full 41. And you've now bloodied it.
Cool.
Thank you, sir.
Zuggtmoy.
Already?
No, she got hit.
Oh yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
She got hit by some of the fire. So let me check what's going on with Zuggtmoy. In her current form.
I'm assuming if we could just meteor swarm her out of existence, it wouldn't have been the biggest problem. Although, to be fair,
Probably not, yeah.
Well, she's taking damage.
maybe.
1d20
That's 3.
plus 34.
Oh, that's a good number.
48 on her save.
She saves, but still takes damage. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, so
21.
41 becomes 20.
20. Yep.
And then she's resistant 10 to all. So she took 10 damage.
Give me 1 second. I want to see if it's... I think I have a power that negates resistance on my nature caster. But I think I might have to actually... Here, I might have to... It might be a... I did check, see if it's an action. Overwhelming energy. Overwhelming energy, overwhelming energy, overwhelming energy. It was 10th level feature. Shit. Okay, so I have to. It's a action. I didn't spend the extra action.
Okay,
to
energy to make it. Do you have any actions
otherwise,
left
you just remove 20 resistance from people who take your spells. So.
Okay, so yeah, the meteor swarms come pounding down, and Zuggtmoy, she got
taken damage.
Yeah, she took a little bit of damage.
Nice.
Oscar, you're sneaking around.
Well,
Nice job.
what in the absolute fuck?
As basically you are in some horrible hell as waves of souls are being kept back by a Molini who is turned into some sort of like whirlwind and is whipping around the battlefield at an amazing speed with the golden orb of the hecatomb and absorbing souls. The ground literally birthed or hatched Zuggtmoy. You don't want to go anywhere near that tentacled mass. And then you've got Ayus wandering around.
How far can Zuggtmoy reach? Like, do I think that the skull is too close to Zuggtmoy? Could she reach it if she knew where it was?
Okay, so her reach on her tentacles are 60 feet.
Oh, she's
All
really
right, Shadow's gonna deal with that problem.
it's a big problem. Okay,
I got 1,000 arrows, guys.
Oscar's going to attempt to sort of go around the outside, and he wants to get to he's trying to get to Ptolemy.
Okay.
So he's going to continue the...
Well, there is an island. It's 150 feet away. I don't know if you can jump that far.
Oh, you could move and then jump, maybe.
He can go a total of 35 times 4, so 120 plus 20. He can go 140 feet.
Yeah, if you moved up to the edge, you could jump to that island. Or, you could get to the edge of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I made my roll. Oscar.
Oh god, there are faces in, like, as you're jumping over the boiling acid, you can see there are faces in the acid that look like their mouths are full of mushrooms and they're trying to come up through the bottom of the pool. It's like you can't tell mushrooms from the weird souls of this place. Something bad, some tap has been turned on, and this place is alive or dead. Oscar just pushes it out of his mind. Nope, he doesn't need to worry about that because he's not fighting the faces.
You're not there, so.
But when you land on the mushroom kind of island, you're actually stepping on like these mushroom faces that are all like moaning in agony. You're like, nope.
I'm stepping on sturdy cobbles.
Shadow.
Time to fuck shit up.
Crusher, just rip its legs off.
Is this thing bloodied, by the way, the Goliath?
The Goliath was bloodied by the meteor swarm strike, yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to say that to Crusher yet.
Okay.
Shoot it.
Yeah, let's just start shooting this thing and see what happens.
The Myconid Goliath?
Yeah.
Okay, not the big imp that's...
You're not wounded 100 damage. I didn't miss that, did I?
Ooh.
That's what's on your token right now.
He didn't wipe his token clean. He came in with the dirty token.
Dirty.
It's 40 damage from my mutagen, and then one damage from the dog.
No, we're talking about Bone Crusher.
Crusher? No, Crusher is none of that shit.
Alright.
1 hit point. This was before the good stuff happened. Okay, there. Okay, Shadow's attacking. 54.
Critical hit. It's like that looks like a sensitive vent.
40,
Arrow
46.
disappears inside the creature. That's a hit.
I gotta say, but the Mighty Goliath is one of my favorite creatures that we've sort of come
43?
across in this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's cool.
It's a reskinned other monster that later on I'll show you what monster I reskinned. But
You know what? But I can see this like villagers seeing it on the horizon, like it's a day away, and everyone's panicking. It's coming! It's coming!
Marty, does a 43 hit?
43 is its AC.
I'm
Okay.
imagining the druid who has his village upon the
Yeah,
he's riding across this the sea, like the sand dune sea, you know,
So it's flat-footed now.
filled with purple worms.
It did the Mighty Goliath did go. It moved back. It hasted. Okay, that's why.
It hasted and tried to punch you, and then hopefully it explodes into a bunch of fungus
So
giblets.
6 becomes 12d8
There's a good chance
plus 1, 2, 3, 4.
that the Wolfsheim brothers take it down.
The brothers shine.
Yep.
Well, we're like 2 or 3 levels higher than we were last time we saw this thing, and we're fresh as opposed to just coming from a fight, like coming from 4 fights or whatever.
Watch Shadow die because of his dog's 1 damage.
And how much damage?
Oh,
Takes-
wither.
So minus 30 because of so the crit. That's 1, and then the second arrow. Okay, there. 86 damage. Weak sauce.
Okay.
And then the last thing he's gonna tell Crusher.
Rip its legs off first.
Is that including the
That's including the damage. Yeah.
the physical resistance? Okay. Yeah, you fire arrows into it, and yeah, you seem to fuck it up a little bit as the arrows disappear inside of it. But there's like all sorts of leaking fluid from the wounds. Bone Crusher.
He moves in the 10 feet or whatever 15 feet it was.
Okay. It does not have AOs.
Yup. So Crusher. So the thing is now flat-footed, and he has a bonus to the hits. 638.
It's teetering. Critical hit. Because of the flat-footed
Yep.
and the bonuses. A regular hit
30.
as Bone Crusher is tearing this really hard fungal flesh from the creature. Critical hit with a 20.
Two crits and a
Not 20.
so 2 crits and a regular hit. So 3 okay. 6, 12, 15. D12
And he tears its leg off.
plus 2, 4, 8, 10 D6. Plus it's 5d8. It doesn't have any weaknesses to anything I have, right?
Nope, it just has a lot of immunities, but none of them are applying at this point.
Okay, so that plus
You're not causing it to bleed. It's not a death effect. It's not
38.
disease. It's not doomed. It's not drained. It's not being healed. It's not necromancy. It's not lethal. It's not paralyzed,
he's
poisoned,
getting shit.
sickened, unconscious. You're just
6. Okay, a 223 damage.
Holy shit!
and your claws are considered adamantine
Yes.
because of monk.
Oh, and Shadow
and the
seems
last-
like he might want to kill Crusher.
The last hit was a critical, so you tear into it, and it falls down, and it is dying too.
That's it, big boy. Keep rolling.
So move, flurry, attack. Yep. That's it.
You pay for that, says Zuggtmoy. The Balor Imp of Iuz, who
Oh, it's still here. You guys didn't go. No, stay away from me.
I think he's going to attempt to
Seppuku. Sudoku?
Vorpal me a paladin head. A little blade flicks towards you. He has to step
dare you,
into Darian's square.
Ew.
This thing's a champ.
Does it just entering a person's square provoke any woe now?
I don't know,
think
but this
so.
thing's a CR20 creature. It's got a feat or a power that it can yeah.
Screw yourself, man. Snap you the junk.
Yeah. It wastes an
Can-
action to get close enough to attack you. Is really
I know I made the joke before, but
Can it 5-foot step into a person's square? That's the question.
yes.
It's 4 or 5 foot
Yes.
steps for it.
At this point, yes.
yes, you can.
It is.
got-
I rolls a 2. I got excited when I saw the 2. The little Vorpal sword, as it's flapping around, it's trying to take off Darian's head. Does AC 42 hit Darian?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. It will then use its. Yeah, it's going to attack again with its Vorpal sword. I'm just checking to see if it's agile or not. Nope. It rolls a 3, AC 38. There's this epic sword battle going on as Darian's trying to keep it away from his neck.
It's like a gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that 3 actions?
It stepped and attacked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm wondering what's the name of the knife used in a bris? Because I'm pretty certain that's what we're calling that blade when we capture it.
Darian, 5 foot step.
The abomination Zuggtmoy.
Has indigestion and is
He's looking for
forced to-
Pepto-Bismol.
searches for Pepto.
Is there any protection on Bonecrusher's mind right now?
Is there any protection on Bonecrusher's mind? His force of will.
Just your force of will? There weren't like
Force
any
of
mind blanks or
will.
anything like that cast?
No. What's
Okay.
his name has it?
He refused it.
Okay.
Refused my ass. You need it more than I do.
I said I got two, but you said he didn't want one.
I said I have a decent chance of not getting foobarred by it.
You're fighting for the wrong side, Bonecrusher.
She's going to make connection to Bonecrusher's mind and push in a dominate
Moonstar.
spell. Yep. And the DC of the will save for the true Zuggtmoy. Will she please stand up? No, she can't. She doesn't have legs. Or if she does have them, they're underneath all the gelatinous form.
I am the mother. I am the creator.
Oh, you know.
Her DC for her spells is 46.
35,
Use it now.
37,
Is that all?
38. Okay.
You're fighting for the wrong side.
I'm good on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. With
I
her-
rolled twice because that is Crusher's ability. Take the best of 2 rolls.
You cannot hide from me forever, Ptolemy.
Fuck's sake.
And then, I guess at the end of her turn, she regens, and that 10 damage goes away.
That's
Shadow, stop firing your fucking arrows.
Yeah. Shadow this, shadow that.
I think she's just kind of undulating around. I don't think there's any other action. Kreiger.
Krieger is going to.
She might be setting up the next mental assault on Bonecrusher by spending that action to connect. So you could feel the tentacles still
Wither King, I don't want to imagine Zuggtmoy doing a sonic spin dash down to the city.
AC 40 mark is a miss against the Baylor.
Okay. Next attack. Then miss again.
Wait, did you 5-foot step first?
No.
It's Kreiger or Darian?
This is Kreiger.
It's Kreiger.
Oh, okay.
The 5-foot step would have given you a plus.
Just delay.
Flank. That's fine.
Delay. Let Darian move.
Darian.
Can Darian attack the creature in his square?
Yep.
5-foot.
I've been watching Ash vs. Evil Dead.
No.
There's all sorts of fights like that.
AC 54, 45, and the 40s in this.
Okay, 54 is
Crit?
its AC is 45, so you need 55 to crit.
No.
45 is its AC, and then a 40 is a miss.
Okay.
Doesn't it have continuous damage, or he didn't get hit initially?
It needs to
No.
be crit.
Okay.
The continuous good damage is if I hit him with a
Retributive smack.
retributive strike. Yeah.
Okay.
And does Keen do anything for the 19?
Oh yes. Thank you. Yes. So that is a crit, actually. 'Cause
Okay.
My weapon is
Someone's on the fucking ball.
Yeah. Thank
19
you.
treated as 20. Yeah, got it.
Channeling Fox tonight.
and fucking random.
Yeah.
Otherwise known
And
as the
wait, they're
saviors. Our saviors in stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you're slicing, and the thing is blocking with its tiny blade, and finally you snag it.
So true. Our characters would not be alive for if it weren't for the stream. In any campaign.
All right.
If we're going to give ourselves some credit, we actually would slow down combat if we weren't streaming. Like, we wouldn't be rushing through the, just do it now! Don't look it up, just go!
So 146 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely bloodied.
Good.
Fair enough.
Myconoid Goliath. Let's see.
Dies. Pulls a flat check. It dies.
Yep.
Explodes and does a continuous burst of healing.
It is stable.
Good people.
Explodes into a cloud of spores, generating 4 more Myconite Goliaths.
No, don't give it that power!
Okay, and then Bone Crusher notices that a bunch of the fungus around the Myconoid Goliath are starting to die. It's like this spreading of gray across the fungus, and you can see that a bit of color is returning to the Myconid Goliath. Doesn't get up, but it's slowly leaching what looks like life from around it.
Shadow, kill this thing!
Ayu's mount is destroyed. I'm just gonna remove the stupid thing from the...
I blew up his purple Lamborghini!
Funny CR11 creature, what are you doing on the battlefield? What you doing?
Here.
Of course, all of your brains are all in little bits and, and shit. Ptolemy, you don't know what's happening to Ptolemy.
Being strangled by tentacles right now that we just can't see.
Yep. And he's inside his sphere, and you don't know what's going on. You also don't know how he's making the sphere go longer than an hour. The skittering Gogates. They are coming in. They're gonna skitter forward. They move at 40. So
He'll be back.
20.
That entertains me.
These horrible creatures are rushing in. Zuggtmoy could be AOing them, but she doesn't. They are her children.
Bless her babies.
Yep. One of them skidding around the dead body of the Myconid, and it's definitely like agitated at Bone Crusher's presence. Kind of makes this horrible sound, while the others are tumbling in like horrible outsider horses. Oscar just looking at the insanity of what's going on the other shore of this place. I use the demon. Well, 2 can play the Meteor Swarm game.
It's not
And
a
by
fun...
2, you know. But if the whole world goes blind, something meteor swarm, the whole world goes blind.
Don't worry, my love, I shall save the day. And I think this back area is a good place to Meteor Swarm.
So you can't overlap the center bits, and you only take fire once, I believe, by the rules of meteor swarm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one fire roll, and you cannot overlap the stone.
Okay, he's gonna avoid the Goliath because maybe he'll get back up, but he'll catch Bone Crusher with the fire. He doesn't seem to be frightened with catching the Balor with the actual impact of the meteors. Or sorry, the Kreiger, Shadow, and Alkur get caught by the impact of the meteors. He only catches Darian and the Balor imp with the fire, which the Balor imp takes none of.
I don't suppose this spell casting makes him appear by any chance.
Nope.
Of course not.
Is there any sort of effect that would let us know where the spell came from? I know the effect of this they come from the sky, so it's like...
Yeah, so Oscar is the closest person to this. Oscar heard him talking and saw some of the mushrooms like kind of get crunched as he was walking forward.
All right.
So you have a general idea of where he is.
He's not near Ptolemy, which is a good thing.
Yeah, he wandered past Ptolemy. You can see a bunch of like spore clouds kind of poofing up as he's walking through this place.
There we go.
There he is. Okay. What is the damage for Meteor Swarm? Given that you had it out?
Is it a 9th or a 10th?
He's a 9th. He's not. He's gonna save his 10th for later.
60, 10 bludgeoning, 14 d6 fire.
Okay. And 14 d6 fire.
Yep.
Okay, 33 in his saves are. This is the true Iuz he's come out to play. His saves are the same as Zuggtmoy, so 46 is the DC.
Oh,
46?
That's a bit of a conundrum right there. That's a bit of a thing.
So Alkira, Shadow, and Kreiger need to make reflex saves, as well as Darian.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bone Crusher also has one. So in order of initiative, Alkur, give me your reflex save.
Screw you, I am the
Alkira's like,
meteor swarmer.
yeah, I kind of know. Oh, that one. You just sort of sidestep a little bit.
I just picture him. He like grabs the Balor imp, covers his head. That's how I avoid the fire damage.
Okay.
And a giant stone.
Oscar is not caught in that shadow. Give me your reflex save.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
As you're trying to avoid flaming meteors.
Okay. Reflex. This is magic. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
And he creates more of them, right?
2 more. They
Okay.
just can't do.
40.
They don't do any extra damage. Like you can't.
One of them struck Molini,
What a prick.
and
Dick!
another one just struck a random area that you're pretty sure, Oscar, he was just searching for where you were. Like he was just sort of like spreading them out kind of thing. Like one of them struck here kind of thing. Like trying to...
Oh.
And while Molini was flying around, one of them did strike Molini. Do you know what
Yeah.
Molini's saves and hit points are at 19th level, Mark?
At 9. Well, it's not going to be hard to figure out.
Okay.
So Shadow saved.
So Shadow critically saved. The fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Bone Crusher?
Bone Crusher, 33, 34. Yeah, he's good.
Come on, Modron! And then we've got Kreiger.
Kreiger?
Yep.
All right, I got them both queued up here. Hang on. So the first one would be Kreiger, the second one would be Darian because they got the same save. So.
She's attacking my mind! Get to her!
46, and Darian got a 45. Sorry, no, 46 is Darian, 45 is Kreiger.
Okay, so Kreiger got failed by 1. So he'll take the total 49 plus 33, which is 82 damage.
Yep.
And Darian will take half, but they're 2 odds, so I think it's 40.
All right. So it's sort of his temporary hit points and 52 damage. Oh, Darian can no,
Block
he
some of
save
that?
He's gonna.
Just drink a potion to recover all of it.
Darian's gonna save that for
Okay.
Snacky the imp there.
For Stabby.
Okay, Leisure Suit Ayuz just cast his first 9th level spell for the day. He already cast a 10th for his Legacy Mind Blank.
Yeah.
And then a 4th for his improved invisibility.
You wrote that down somewhere because that's a good one to know.
Yep. Alkur. It's like Ayuz doesn't have any originality. Like he's like always mimicking people.
Cast skill spells on us.
We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Molini, you got Molini saves, Mark?
Yeah.
So that's 4. I can.
I just gotta check what her dex is now because no, it's not going up. So plus. Oh yeah, she has no items. That's right.
Alkur, why is Alkur say level 18? Alkur should be level 20 in our initiative sheet.
Melini failed.
I didn't update that column.
So she took 82 damage while she's flying around?
Yeah.
Oscar. Oh, sorry, Alkur, then Oscar.
Alkur is going to empower, then whip out a 9th circle eclipse burst.
Take that! Whatever that is!
60-foot area burst of cold and negative energy.
Okay. That sucks. So let's do the skittering Gogates. Is this a fort save or a reflex?
This is a reflex save.
And there are 4 of them. We'll go left to right this time. 39, 27, 30, not 20.
So the ones that critically fail are blinded by darkness.
So 2 of them are blind.
Okay, and they take. So this is 7th. It's 2 higher, so it's 10d10 cold.
We'll just say 100 damage.
Yeah, 49. So the crit ones are that's 98, and then it's 10d4 negative. So 23.
So what's the total if they critical fail?
If they critical fail, that is 72, so 144.
Okay, that's blind at 144 damage, and that one's blind with 144 damage. Those 2 weren't injured yet. And then the 2 on the edges made their save, so they take
72 damage.
72, 100.
Oh, sorry. By made didn't critical fail. The one that rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
Is unaffected.
Okay.
I get evaded.
Yep. All right. So they're all 3 of those skittering Gogates are injured, and 2 of them are kind of like acting weird, like they're kind of doing little circles, and they don't look like they're charging forward anymore. Then we'll do Leisure Suit Ayuz.
Yeah, boy. If you go blind, I will laugh. I will tee-hee. Oh, the tee-hee. Mark, you're muted if you're talking.
I'm just mumbling. Roll
Okay.
one.
you're just chanting roll
He
one.
gets because of his demonic form a +2 saves versus all magic.
Okay.
Was any of this death effect or not?
It is darkness, negative, cold, and necromancy.
Okay.
You'd still you can get raised after dying from it. It's not like one of those.
He has some resistance to cold.
Is it 20?
He gets a 61 on his save.
He evades and is a penis.
Okay.
Damn, I use. I'm gonna.
and then you're fighting demon lords. It's
he very, very much evaded.
Zuggtmoy save is +2 is 34. In her big form, it's not as good. She gets a 43.
So she takes full damage. So that was 72 damage.
Okay, and it was 2 types of damage, right?
It would, yeah, but she subtract 20 off of the resistance.
Okay, so she's resistant to 10 for the 2 that applied. So she's
zero.
so no resistance. So she takes the full.
Yep.
What was it again?
72.
72. Okay.
Ah.
She rattles and undulates her tentacles, flapping the ground. She doesn't like being attacked by magic, and the whole like her reaction seems to cause the ground to shake a little bit. Like this is her realm still. That was Alkur flashing powerful spells. And that brings us to Oscar, who's hopping around.
Alright, well, hopefully that guy is little, So we're going to move to here, and then we're going to jump, sneaky jump, to the edge, that edge right there. We can just get it. We're just gonna land right there. And ain't nobody gonna see us. We're fine. We're just gonna go on away. They're skittering that way. All right, let's. No, everything's good. We jump super good. We're
Okay, give me another stealth check because you're kind of taking big, bold moves.
yeah, I'm a big baller boy. I like to be with big balls.
Yep.
Huge. So. So.
Big as I use though.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things. 50, and they would need to critical succeed on the stealth, so it's effectively a 60.
Okay, so Zuggtmoy's perception right now is 36.
Okay, so that'd be 46 is the DC, and then for me, the DC would be 10 less, so it's 36 is the DC for me.
Her initiative isn't correct here. And I use the demons is 36 as well. Okay, so they don't see you. They don't see you. Shadow.
I need to not roll a 1 for my
Shadow.
with my combination of powers.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Crusher go, by the way, guys? There's a lot of incoming things here you could frig with, but suggestions would be nice.
There are many things that need beating to death.
Yeah, like a Myconid Goliath. Finish that thing.
Okay.
That is one of the things that need to beating.
Shadow's going to shoot the Myconid Goliath. Actually, no. Quick. So, swift action, he's going to pray Zuggtmoy and the Goliath.
Shadow should not be wasting his time shooting the Myconid Goliath. Shadow should be shooting something else that needs to die.
Yeah.
Like, alright, he's going to pray Zuggtmoy
Yeah, that's a good choice.
and the Goliath, because
Okay.
his last arrow is not going to be probably good.
Nice.
Our only job is to keep things off of Shadow and keep him alive.
You know, if this fight ends early, we're gonna play Grimstone. Because this is looking like, Oh man, we might be done by 9 o'clock.
59?
That I believe critical Zuggtmoy. Yep.
47.
47 is a hit. Exactly.
Yeah. No, miss. 44 is a miss, right?
Yep. Her AC is
Okay,
47.
So last one is going to go on to the... What's the name?
I don't know what is
The
name.
Goliath.
The Myconid Goliath who's on the ground.
52.
That's a crit.
It does.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It was stable.
It was stable, so that's a crit. So I have to do what, damage or what?
So, no, it's a crit. It's now dying 3.
Yep.
It's dying 3. Okay. And Zuggtmoy, I got hit twice. So it means she's
One's a critical. One's a critical.
crit. So she is what's it called? Flat-footed.
Flat-footed, if that's possible.
She's flat-footed. There's nothing.
No, it might be she's.
It might be she's-
I'm part of the planet. You can't get that.
No, she's flat-footed. That's fine.
I just,
Anything? Is there like a bless or anything going on?
no, the white, when the white, actually, the white exudes a bless aura. The other spells all persist, but I think the white has to actually be out to get the bless. 'Cause
He's
there's a
out.
part of the white's power.
Oh wait,
spell that
this is the
creates
gray. Oh shit.
No,
Okay.
we won't be done by 9. There's still a lot of fight.
The gray's the boomer.
Okay, so there's
They still got a lot of fight in them.
How are they easier?
So there's a crit.
Compared to Legends, which took forever to kill that guy.
Well, this is the second time you fought Zuggtmoy.
Yeah.
You got rid of her aspect, and now you're fighting the real Zuggtmoy.
Well, see, and also the Yinagu, we were fighting in a well-established plane. Here, they're trying to build a plane. Like it's attack the castle versus there's a construction site.
Does she have damage reduction?
Does Zuggtmoy have legs? Yeah, there are 4 legs, 4 kind of elephant stompy legs underneath that big mass. So she can move.
Any DR I have to subtract?
Yeah, she's resistant 10 to all things.
Okay, so,
20 on an acid. So
20 on acid.
The extras on your bows probably don't work, and that includes physical damage. She's also
Oh, so shocking doesn't work and sonic doesn't work.
Only if they're greater, they work.
Yeah, let me.
wait. You have Sonic?
Yeah, I have sonic.
She really doesn't like the Sonic. She is not resistant to that. Your Sonic seems to cause her
It's greater
her
shocking.
largesse to really, really undulate, and she loses spores because of the Sonic. You've stopped her regen.
So she is taking. So she's taking the shocking.
Yep.
Because it's greater, and she's taking the sonic.
And more importantly, she's stopped regenerating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
For 1 round, you
Yes.
stopped her regen with the Sonic.
So and I hit her a crit and so I only take off 20 because they are the same. Like it's a rapid
Correct.
shock.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, let's do this. On 64 damage. It actually sucks. 64 damage.
Okay, well, you are doing damage to her.
I got this, boys. Give me a minute.
Shadow, I want you as a fuzzy snack.
Why don't you wiggle your fat ass over here?
Your brother first.
And speaking of Bone Crusher, Bone Crusher.
Arg.
Same roll.
This thing is slowly regenning. It seems to be leeching like stuff from the surrounding area.
Okay, I'm going to attack it.
Okay, give me a strike.
It's plus 30. Oops, sorry. So this thing is flat-footed because it got criticaled.
But
It's prone.
It's prone and paralyzed. And nothing.
Yep, it's about to
Okay,
heal.
so I
it's
think
about
it's
to heal.
critted. I think it's critted again. With 49.
Okay, before it gets a chance to heal, you crack its head open and you find some like weird node, like really tough little nodes, all kind of together, little ganglias, and you just reach in and rip that out, and the whole thing shudders, and you have killed the Myconid Goliath. You notice that the fungus around it stops like dying, like that spreading kind of blight stops going, and it is no longer healing. You crush the ganglia in your claws and let out a bellowing roar.
Crusher's going to jump into here, or I can just move.
Okay, leaping across the field. The skittering Gagates are all agitated at your presence.
Can I even reach these two guys?
And
Can I jump in between these two guys?
If you understood Aklo, they want to knit a bear sweater from the inside out.
So I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna flurry. Start on number 7.
Like underneath his skin, they want his fur underneath his skin, and they all agree that the inside out bear is the way to go.
Way to go. Okay, so 30, 32,
Nightmare fuel.
45.
Oh, you're attacking the skitterings? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you move towards them? It's just going to skitter back as it's repositioned. It moves 10 feet back from you.
In the new creation, skittering Goggatechs are going to be the managers of all Build-A-Bears.
No, we can't.
So you jumped in towards them and they skittered away from you.
And I can't. There's no AOL on that, right?
Nope.
Why you fucking? Wait. So I moved in. Hold on. I moved in. I don't take my flurry. Is there another? Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna do a.
Because you were positioning yourself to hit 2 of them, and they just skittered back. So.
I forgot they could do that.
Second.
Irritating thing that
Yep.
they do.
And like little bugs that like, but they're so angry that they come skittering back.
Mountain quake. 20 foot radius. Basic fort save. Failure, they go prone.
What are you doing?
I'm stomping the ground, and a 20-foot radius, everything in that area is taking damage.
Cool. That's one way to do it. Centered on you.
Yep.
Okay,
Those two things are definitely taking.
They're both out of the 20-foot radius.
Wait,
unless you want
20-foot radius?
Yep. You could stomp in one of their directions, like on one of your corners, but
No,
then...
Marty,
No, radius, not diameter.
Yeah, you had it too small.
No, so you see.
Yeah, you're going.
You see the pattern there, right, guys? Like,
So
Well, no, I'm
because-
hitting 20.
Aim it up here in the corner.
you could hit the one to the north or the one to the south.
Yeah, you're only getting one.
Hit the one in the north.
Okay.
Not his attention.
And then what does it need to make?
It needs a basic fort save. So
DC
my
28.
No,
or
no,
28.
It fails. My DC is 44.
Okay, critically fails.
Yep. So this thing now takes. It's prone, and it takes. It doesn't take much, honestly.
Takes double.
Damage equals strength modifier. It's like 5. Basic fort save.
So your basic strength modifier is +5? So it takes...
No, sorry. My strength, give me a sec. My strength is 7, so it takes 14 damage.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
You knock it over. Screeching. It's going to try to get up. Abomination Zuggtmoy.
please don't take our bear from us.
Lyco MPG Gamma. Or MP Gamma. 1982. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. The Abomination Zuggtmoy is going to breathe a breath weapon.
What? How
What?
far does that?
It's a 400-foot cone.
What?
Oh, she's got gas.
She has gas. Yes. This is a reskinned monster, so I could point this out later on. She coughs out spores and all non-fungal, non-aberrant creatures
all of us are getting
in a
this.
400-foot cone.
Except Oscar.
I don't think
All of us.
because
all of us.
Oh, we are within 400 feet. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm just going to draw a 400-foot line because,
First thing I did.
because everything.
yeah.
It doesn't get Oscar unless she knows to point in that direction. She's more likely going forward.
It's a cone.
Yeah, it's cone.
Right. Right. So
But the cone tool only goes out this far on this tool though.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's
Gonna hit.
So that's 150 feet, and if we keep
you
on,
see how that like
if we keep on going, that's 300 feet, and then we keep on going. That's so she's not going to get Molini. She tried to, but Molini's like flying around. It's just massive spores. All the spores along the ground react to this, unleashing gas, and it's horrible and it's bad. And that was a 2-action breath weapon. The cloud of spores are beginning to burrow into flesh. And
Okay.
they do 22d6 damage.
Ooh.
61 damage. That was actually a really poopy roll. And
Really good roll for
all the
us.
2s and 1s. And the DC of the Fortitude save is 46. Or reflex save, 46.
now. Is this considered a poison or disease?
These spores do piercing damage. As the little spores are exploding, and like little tiny needles are coming out of the spores as they just
Reflex saves. Okay.
Reflex or fortitude?
reflex.
Crap.
I don't want to have whatever comes afterwards. Or is it just owie? She's like a mega vrock.
Yeah.
Okay. I evade.
Okay, so Alkur.
That was Crusher. Sorry.
Alright, Alkur. Miss. Mm-hmm. 35?
Okay, that is a critical fail.
Is there a
Yeah, why
secondary effect on this?
Nope, it's just damage.
Okay. 100 and something damage, you said? 200?
122 would be 122 piercing.
Owie.
Oscar's not in the cone. Shadow
Shadow. 51.
evades.
He evades.
You have evasion, right? Like you.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
legendary.
Bone Crusher. I think you already rolled.
He evaded. Yeah.
Okay. Kreiger.
Okay, I'll do Kreiger and then Darian in the order that's rolled. So
Okay.
Kreiger gets a 44 and Darian gets a 35.
Okay, Kreiger fails by 2. The damage is 61 piercing.
Alright, 61 for Kreiger.
Any your DR would apply, and then Darian just critical failed by 1.
Yeah.
So 122.
Yeah.
Oh, the little fucking demon isn't a fungus or aberrant creature.
Does having fungus in your brain make you a fungus?
So he actually needs to make a save. So if it matters, this happens before Kreiger and Darian make their saves and take their damage.
I don't think it'll matter.
It will if he explodes. He makes his save by 1, so he takes half, which is 30 piercing.
I don't know if you guys remember the powers of Baelors, but
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, no, that's it bullshit.
My characters, however, have never played Dungeons and Dragons.
The meta knowledge is not strong with them. Okay, so that was Zuggtmoy.
Come to me, Crusher. Bring me Shadow as a snack.
And remember when she spent her action to reconnect to the mind space again? Well, she's going to spend her last normal action and her legendary action to continue the mental assault, trying to dominate Crusher's mind. The DC of the spell is 46.
This fight can really turn on us in just one.
Yes, this thing can go really bad.
So, I have gone through every spell in the book so far. Almost. I'm at T right now. There are only 2 sonic spells. There are only 2. I can cast 95% of the spells in the goddamn book. There's only 2 that do sonic damage, and they are short range.
Oh crap!
Come closer.
No.
Go fuck yourself.
57. Yeah, okay. That new power to roll twice to take the higher of the 2 is pretty good.
I was like, what is Grocer gonna take? Oh!
All right. The Abomination Zuggtmoy does not regen this round. The end of that round, though, the end of her turn, though, that power shrugs off. Next round, she'll regen. Baelor Imp of Iuz is trying to take off your head, Paladin.
It should really stop.
This epic battle with this tiny Baelor with his Vorpal blade. And he gets plus 40 on his first attack. Tink! AC 48.
That's a hit.
Alright. So, a whopping 4d2 damage, because it's a really small blade. Plus 11. Plus 1d6 evil. I don't know if you have evil.
I have vulnerability. Yeah.
How much?
15.
Okay, I will add that to the damage. So he pokes you with his evil little blade, doing 36 damage.
36. That's including the weakness.
Yeah, the 15 is included in there.
All right, I retort. If
You
you
gotta
get
dish out
4,
the
that's a crit.
Oh, yep. The retort happens after, so he actually gets his reaction first, which is called Dispelling Strike.
Okay.
And he rolls against your DC to dispel spells on you, right? That's how it goes.
Or the person who cast
52. So I don't know how many spells go off, but you lost some of the magic that is on you.
Okay, now are the elixirs magic, or I don't know?
You know,
Okay, so
I don't think so. I think
no,
they're
no.
alchemical.
No. This now gives a. It's really complex. This is the worst part of this system.
So it doesn't happen.
Okay. No, it doesn't happen. You can counteract the target. So they made it. So success. What was the total?
52.
52.
52. Okay, so it's a normal success against most people. So they can counteract stuff that is no more than 1 level higher than your counteract level. So the level of the power was
Ninth
was
level.
Ninth level?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it was an 8th
ninth
level, so it affects 9th level spells.
Ninth level spells can be done. Now this was a dispel magic, right?
Yep.
Let's see if the spell magic hits all spells or some spells or what. It's a spell. So which spell does it want to go away?
Which spells does Darian have?
Well, again, bless. He's got blessed up, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As for
And then a bunch of elixirs and things.
and a bunch of elixirs.
He's got one that adds to his perception. He's got one that gives him save versus fort save. Or sorry, against curses. One against poisons.
One that gives me a bonus on will saves. I don't have haste. I don't know why that's there. I've got a freedom of movement. For some reason, a water breathing.
Those are great.
A toxin.
Are those there?
Freedom of movement.
Okay, yeah, she's going to get rid of your freedom of movement. This place is a very grabby place.
All right, so the freedom of movement is gone. I'll get rid of that.
Okay, now you get your reaction because he poked you with the blade,
All right.
and the answer comes swooping in towards a demon.
And
It's going to do its job
12
and criticals it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a reflex save ready.
36 plus 46 plus and you're vulnerable. So 20?
Vulnerable
20?
20. Yep.
For 94 damage.
Wow. Okay, 94 puts it at 499 hit points with the drain. Crits me to dying 2, or crits the Baelor Imp to dying 2.
Someone tell Kreiger to run away with that thing or something.
And it doesn't get to
Okay.
continue its like 3 attacks per round onslaught bowling for 20s trying to get your head. It falls to the ground. Oh, you actually hear Ayuz go. This is Oscar is close to Ayuz, I guess. Yeah, Ayuz. It looked like from the footsteps and the spores that kind of got up, like he stumbled, like he felt that
Yeah. Yeah.
that action. It's now Krieger's turn.
Okay, so Kreiger has no idea this thing's going to explode.
No.
Yeah, I didn't do the big opening, like, tell me all the things about all the stuff in the battlefield spell. I have it, I just didn't use it yet.
Yeah, if it was a big ass Balar, then maybe I
It
would have
would be
been
normal.
It would have given a thing. The thing looks like an imp, a really tough imp with a really sharp sword.
Oh, I'm gonna do the
Ayuz is the god of trickery or the demon lord of trickery.
I'm gonna pull out an elixir, drink it. That's
Okay.
healing.
Yep.
That's 2 actions.
Yep.
87 healing.
Thank you.
Where'd that come from?
I'll do that math in a second. And okay, so he is going to.
I'm the spirit of Ali.
He's going to bowl for a 45
here,
on his athletics check,
He's jumping.
and he's going to do the jump thing that he learned from Crusher.
Nice.
That Oscar stole that information by just
Yeah.
spying.
He didn't learn it; he just stole it. Yeah.
You reverse engineered it.
Oh, I don't make it, so I don't know what happens.
What did you? How bad you felt?
Failed by 3.
How bad you felt? You failed by 3. Okay,
by
let's go.
3.
All right, so I think you jump and land prone.
40 feet away.
But I've got cloud jump.
So like I think he ends up 120 feet away on his face.
Exactly.
So cloud jump. You need 2 actions to jump, unless you have a feat that
No,
lets you use it.
I've
as
got
one.
a feat that lets me
Okay,
do it in
okay,
I
cool.
also have a feat that adds 5 feet to my jump roll, regardless of what it is.
Okay.
So when you fail, you. Oh, so no, he failed. So he leaps normally. So he goes. So you have a feat that gives you 5 extra feet to your distance, right?
45 feet and falls prone, or just 45
No,
feet?
he goes 25 times 3 and falls prone, so 75 feet. And he doesn't fall prone, he just only goes 75 feet.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going in this direction, Mark?
Yeah.
I guess 75.
I believe I'm interacting those 4
Yeah,
feet
the ground was a bit
correctly.
squishy, and like you didn't get a really good plant on it, and you jumped off after drinking your potion. Darian.
Darian. Oh, yeah, he's gonna drink a potion. Yeah, I'll do that. And he's gonna try the same thing, but he's booting for 35.
He's jumping with his wings. Everyone's now just jumping because...
Because it's faster somehow.
Because there's something broken in the system.
Yes.
And this is where I said everybody jumps now.
So he gets 41, so he gets 105 feet.
Okay, jumping with his wings.
If this game was going to continue, Alkur would have just created the moon boot magic item that everybody just wears. And it won't even be a magic item, it'll just justify us flying around.
Myconid Goliath, I'll just remove from the sheet. Ptolemy is having a hard time. Skittering Gogates. Oh, there's a Crusher. Close, so I think one of them gets AO'd.
Does Crusher get an AOO?
That's what he just told you. What's your bonus? To
38.
hit AC 41.
41 criticals. This first one that came
Okay,
in.
how much damage do you do?
Crusher does 3d12 plus 2d6 plus 1d8 plus 18.
Okay. So that it was a critical, right?
And that's not a critical. Oh, let's double that then.
Okay, so then 84. All right, I rolled 1. Let's multiply by 2.
84 damage. Okay, that doesn't kill the one you dropped. 39. And then Crusher's got 4 of them that are deking in, attacking, and then deking back, and then a whole second rank of them that are just moving up to him. And then these skittering Gogatas are kind of doing these insect-like circles, like they're injured. Wandering around,
Okay,
screeching.
go for it.
4 of them come in to try to stab at your ankles, try to hook you. You see 43, 35, 43, and 31.
No, you're just looking for 20s.
Okay. Crusher's acting like a cork to that horrible bottle. Skittering Gogatas, that's all they can do. They have to get a hold of you in order to squeeze you and knit your flesh. Alright, Ayuz. Ayuz is going to come play. He sees the paladin, and I think the paladin needs a spanking.
Commence the spanking.
I disagree.
I notice how polite you are now, but you were polite when you fought Ayuz in the
In the casino.
when you're in the casino,
No,
when you were
I was
attacking his
You know what? I'll admit some things were said.
yeah. The stained glass windows, when you were chasing Ayuz throughout the temple.
I was just being cheeky.
I'm gonna check the range of Maze.
Oh, that's all. I would know what though. If I was an evil final boss, that'd be what I'd use the paladin. I'm like
30
I'm saving you
feet.
for last.
He has to get really close to cast his maze spell.
Oh.
Come and love me.
That is not. Oh, is Kreiger coming?
Bigger.
Well, then the part is he has to concentrate on the maze to keep you there.
So in the mental space, the golden wedge is kind of like wedged into the big mass that is Zuggtmoy. So it's like they're both there.
Do we see him in the mental space? With
No,
his
he
spell up?
he is the big golden pyramid
I mean,
wedge.
with his old mind blank, do we?
No, but you do see the golden wedge. It's just sort of like next to.
Okay, we see his wedge.
Yeah.
His wedge still exists.
Yep.
We'll use them to prop doors open in our minds later.
So I dimension door next to fucking Darian and then maze him with my epic action. Boop.
All right. Do we know where that the sound of that maze spell came from?
Yeah, so he's gonna dimension door.
I think so. That's a he's going to greater dimension door.
Yep.
Okay.
Here.
It's in range.
And then he'll cast maze. And you can see all sorts of like these gray squares kind of like stack up all around Darian. Darian, you know what this is. The gray squares expand and collapse around Darian, and Darian disappears. And you're in this foggy maze-like realm. And what were the stages of maze?
Oh.
So it's got
Very anti-paladin.
well, it's out. It's no progress, escape.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're what's called anti-paladin. There.
So, progress, no progress, and escape. Okay, so I'm going to draw some boxes.
I guess no progress. Progress is good.
Yeah. So and these outside is like you're completely lost, and then progress. Where do you start?
You start at no progress.
But not completely lost.
There is no completely lost.
Okay.
There's no it's progress, no progress, or no progress. Progress.
All right. So yeah, you're wandering around the maze.
Each round on your turn, you get 2 actions that aren't trying to get out of the maze. So you can drink whatever, you can move your armor around, you can.
Yep.
Alkur.
All right, Mr. Man, there with your thing and casting your 8 circle spells and
Leisure suit Iuz is looking pretty fine. Although you can't see him because he's hiding from you.
I can't see him. All right. So did I hear him cast?
Yep.
All right. So I'm just going to take a look at Glitter Dust and Fairy Fire and every other spell that says I want to see the thing now.
Oh shit! Kreiger's right beside him.
All right. So a Divine Occult Primal Fairy Fire. Let's see what spells I've got.
I'll keep track of where Darian was. He was like around here.
All right. Sure.
Okay, so
I'm doing that.
You were 120 feet from where you were standing?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a little bit further south.
Okay, and that is a evocation spell and Glitter Dust.
You were exactly 30 feet over from where he was standing.
Yes.
Yeah. Close enough.
Okay. Yeah. We then let's just check one more spell list. Sorry. Many spell books are involved in this. Yeah, see, I depend really heavily on very particular sets of things to be available. All right, so we are going to morph into Alkan, and he's at Glitter Dust range. So I'm going to morph into Alkan and Glitter Dust him.
Okay, what's the area of effect, Glitter Dust?
Actually, wait a second. That one has a save. This one doesn't. It's a 10. They're both 10-foot radius bursts. Give me a second. I might use a 10th circle spell to cast a second circle fairy fire.
Jeez. Okay.
I want us to be able to hit him.
So you're augmenting reality to.
So we're staying as Alkira.
Yep.
Alkira is going to use a primal phenomena, which is basically their version of wish. You request a direct intersection from the natural world. Nature always refuses unnatural requests, but might grant a different request, potentially more powerful, more befitting the character than the one you asked. The spell can do any of the following things: duplicate any 9th level or lower primal spell.
Okay. When Alkira cries out to nature in this unnatural place, Malini spreads her wings and says, "Granted!" And this light kind of pours out of Malini's wings. Like she is right now channeling nature itself. The blood of Did flowing through her veins. Or died, D-Y-D-D.
Died. And he's fairy fired for 5 minutes. And it's effectively a 10th circle fairy fire if you're just trying to dispel it or something.
Oh, so he's sparkling and glittering?
Yeah. He can't be invisible. If they can't get any better. If they're trying to actively hide, the best they can do is become concealed.
Okay, so yeah, he looks really weird. He's got this weird suit on, and he looks like a dapper man with flowing hair.
And then we're going to turn into Alkur the White, because I've got Bobos, and I need my Bobos to go away.
Oscar.
Oscar is going to... hey, look, there's a dude in a funny suit over there. This thing, it's all like... We're gonna basically run and hop over here.
Okay.
Uh,
Shadow.
No, Oscar doesn't do that. Oscar ends up over here somewhere and is like, fuck, and then runs a little bit.
Okay, so he doesn't jump into a pool of acid, is what you're
No,
saying?
the distance was too short to hit the acid, but he
Okay.
didn't make the distance he wanted.
Shadow's gonna swift action prey. I use and Zuggtmoy. He's gonna open up on Zuggtmoy.
With one arrow around. Oh, and I went through the entire spell list. There's only 2 spells that deal sonic damage, and only one of them that actually can affect creatures.
51.
Are you kidding me?
Sound burst. That's it. Unless there's a bard spell, but
51
I don't have
hits?
access to
59 is a crit. So
You-
now she's flat-footed.
She does not like Shadow. She's going to come over
52?
and say, flat-footed AC 43. You could spend a hero point to crit her.
No. 41. Not gonna spend a hero point to make
missed.
it a hit.
Oh, wait, sorry. AC 47 is the right amount. So, give me a second.
25.
It is a hit, a crit, a hit. Flat-footed would be 45. Is a hit and then a miss. So 2 hits and a crit.
Well,
Subtract 10 from all
two
types.
crits?
1 hit, 1 crit, 2 hits.
1 crit, 2 hits. So 20 from the first one because they're combined, and then 20 from the second one, right? Okay. So that's 12d8 plus
Make him stop, my love. Make him stop.
minus.
The sound. The sound.
So shocking and sonic. Yeah, have fun, bitch. 83.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage.
She's making noises like a gun would be really effective against her, but I don't know if we're going to do that.
How about a cannon?
Cannon. With those Chinese firecrackers that they do on New Year's, the ones that go.
Shadow did how many attacks? Shadow did 1, 2, 3. That's it. Shadow's done.
Okay, Bone Crusher.
Make them stop, my love. Make them stop.
So Bone Crusher has
Skittering Goblins are all around Bone Crusher. He's throwing them around and trying to get at them. They're skittering back.
hold on a second. Bone Crusher has a move speed of 85. What Bone Crusher is going to do?
Jump into the next campaign.
No, he's going to
Boing through walls.
What's this 20th level guy here? We're only 6th level.
ride my back to victory.
So Marty, they're going to move as I move, correct?
Maybe.
They have the option to take a reaction to run away from you.
So I move 5 feet forward.
Okay,
Did I
that's a
move?
step. Yeah, they're all gonna skitter back.
No, I'm still within. I'm not taking a step. I'm actually moving. Like I'm starting to move.
Okay, yeah, they'll all take a step back.
Okay. But then I'm gonna. So that was 5 feet. They all take a step back.
The one that you were... Was one adjacent to you at the beginning or no? I think the ones that are adjacent don't get to run away.
Oh well,
So they're no, it's fine.
they're starting to be. You're kind of sure they're all.
No, I mean, just the one touching him at the
Oh,
start.
I see. That guy couldn't. That guy.
Yeah, he gets to stay there.
They don't have any other.
Crusher
AoEs
was
there.
over here, so the thing was what over here maybe.
Yep.
Okay, Crusher's going to attack that thing over there.
So you're not moving.
Oh, sorry.
did-
I did
move around
start
and
moving.
move
I did
back.
I did start moving. No, I did start moving, and I wanted to end up over here.
Sure.
So I'm gonna attack this one. I didn't realize that one was close. Whatever. It moved. I moved already.
Come to me.
82. So my bonus is 86.
Mine.
52. So that's a crit. What the hell?
Their AC is a 31. 52, yeah, you mega crit.
Okay.
Mega
What the fuck just happened? Okay, I lost Twitch for a second, but it's back. So that is 6d12 plus 36 plus 4d6
I was thinking of that too.
plus 2d8. Now, Marty, is this thing? Does this thing take extra damage, like any weaknesses?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a horrible bug aberration thing that needs to die.
Oh, that's why. If for some reason I went back to my channel.
Yeah, Modron Bot's not there.
That's not there. I'm like, where the hell did the chat go? Weird. 94 damage.
To the north or the south?
The one next to me, that's already got taken damage. This
Okay,
one.
94, 176, it's still going.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, these things have 250 hit points apiece.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
They're big old attacks.
We're gonna hit
You
it again.
slash at it and you crunches and you lost a leg, but it's still coming at you and it's awful and thing of nightmares.
Nightmare fuel.
The one behind you is tugging at your back like it's trying to like
47? That's a crit.
unknit the flesh around your ankle and you're like, ah! Stab it.
So 47?
Crit?
Okay, so it's another 60, 12 plus 38 plus 46.
You wade into the swarm of the creatures that could have their own horror movie.
Yeah.
96
96
on the one that was already damaged. Yeah, you
Yeah.
destroy that one. You pick it up and eviscerate it and crunch its body down and
Then-
step on anything moving.
Took next hit's going on the one to the south of me.
Okay, that one has not been injured yet.
38.
Regular hit.
Okay, that's 3d12.
Come to me, Kasha. You're a good little bear.
50 damage on that thing.
You give it a satisfying kick and then slash at it, but it's still moving. The abomination Zuggtmoy. Let's see how many more rounds before she can breathe again. 1d4. It's this round.
For fuck's sakes. And those things don't take damage from her breath, right?
Nope.
Lover boy is not.
Yeah, but she can
Oh,
angle.
focus.
She can angle the cone in that direction.
So where's...
Let me check some of her own power or other powers. See if there's anything she could be doing instead.
There's something better than that. I don't want to hear.
No, there are. There are.
So far, that was the most reliable damage that got stuck.
Okay,
there.
she's done with this. She's going to use a power called Enormous Inhalation. Zuggtmoy opens her mouths and pulls all creatures and objects in a 400-foot cone 400 feet towards her mouth.
What? She eats everything in 400.
She's avoiding the aberrants and the fungus
And
creatures.
shoot Ayus.
Yeah, she's gonna angle the cone so it's like not getting him. So a successful Fortitude save DC 45 halves the distance or avoids the pull on a critical success. She automatically attempts a swallow whole each creature adjacent to it at the end of the inhalation.
So she's going to swallow whole the entire fucking party?
Yep.
Okay.
I will show you the monster that I'm like, ooh, a CR21 fungus creature. If this feels like the true Zuggtmoy.
Come to me.
And there's all sorts of like little sporish explosions, and there's this ghastly wind as she's sucking the party in. In order of initiative, Alkur, Fortitude save DC 45.
We are going to expend. First off, she's evil. I guess that's a statement.
Point that out.
Get in my belly.
We're going to expend our foresight.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm going to roll 2 times. And the DC you said was 46?
45. You get pulled 200 feet. No, sorry. With a success, you get 200 feet. Fail means you go 400 feet.
End up inside the creature.
You end up next to her, and there's a chance for her to swallow whole.
That seems really bad. I don't have.
Hero point would only bring you 200 feet, and 200 feet is like around a little bit past the body of the Goliath thing.
It seems like a really early night to be throwing out a hero point. I think we're going to spend the hero point. I don't want to go in the monster. Like,
okay.
That's not happening. 200
feet, you get pulled to here. There's a foul abyssal wind sucks you forward. Oops. 200 feet, you get to there.
Sorry, I was editing my hero point.
Yeah, no problem. Oscar is not in this horrible cone because he was, because that island was definitely getting hit, but he's around the backside going, whoa, what the fuck?
I just feel like the Skitter and Gogatet's going to finish the job. That's all.
Then we've got Shadow. Give me your Fortitude save.
Come to me.
See you, Shadow.
I think it might actually be the Crusher's benefit to get inside.
Good for positioning. Yeah, just you're muted, Amit, if you're quipping or.
Fuck. So Shadow's looks like Shadow's going for a ride. 31.
Oh.
This is not magic or inhaled, correct?
This is a pulling.
Fuck you. This is a fuck you power. Is what this is.
You fail.
Fail. What's the AC? What's the thing?
DC is 45.
So, you can't even spend a hero.
Shadow ends up next to the new spore.
Can I re-roll it?
With a hero point.
Hero point to re-roll. You'd roll well, though.
Yep.
Well, better than a 3, or what'd you roll?
Okay, in you go.
I'm taking some arrows. I'm holding some arrows and going forward, like.
Yep. All right, and then we've got Bone Crusher.
Mm-hmm. Bone Crusher sees Shadow getting pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
He just jumps up in the wind like.
You're willingly failing your save?
Yeah, he's winding up like.
I don't think you'd have to critically make the save in order to not go next to her. Oh no, sorry. It's the ones that Moosepore automatically attempts to swallow whole each creature adjacent to it at the end of its inhalation. It also has powers that it can grapple and swallow as many people as she wants. So, yeah. So you're next to Shadow.
Yep.
Bad choice of positioning, stupid.
Kreiger.
Kreiger doesn't want to go.
Fortitude save. DC 45.
Krieger's supposed to be dueling with Leisure Suit Larry over here.
Juggernaut gets +4 to fort saves.
Yeah, and yep.
All right.
I think Amit
does.
57.
critically make it. You don't go anywhere. You just
grabs a chunk of.
Pierre just looks like a cool guy.
Nope.
For seconds, he looks like a hairband.
Darian is in the maze, but there was a little bit of a foul wind in the maze, but that's about it. And Ptolemy's not inside there. Okay, so that was Zuggtmoy, with the 2 actions, pulls the Wolfsheim brothers close to her, and she kind of tips over, and her multiple mouths are trying to bite and swallow you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I suspect she's going to regret swallowing. At least crush her.
I'm fairly certain they're bad for digestion. Just for specifics. You're gonna end up with
I guess.
a bowel obstruction.
They
Okay.
both, Marty, they both look at each other and go,
So I'm gonna say this is like an attack roll just against your ACs. So first one is Shadow, AC 53.
that's a hit. It's
Okay,
not crit,
and she's got fast swallow.
Oh, wait, that might be a crit. Hold on.
So you're in her acidy belly.
No. It's a hit, but it's not a crit.
Not a crit. Okay, and then Crusher. AC 55.
That's it.
Okay, the Wolfsheim brothers have been eaten. Now, when does the swallow hole damage happen?
Probably well look for a hole.
Yeah, let
I
me
don't
just.
have a monster manual. I don't think it's in my. It's not in my book.
Yeah, let me check.
But it's like it'll either be at the beginning or it'll be at the end. Likely.
Okay, a swallowed creature is grabbed, slow 1, and has to hold its breath or start suffocating.
Kreiger would have been awesome in that. He can hold his breath forever.
Oscar's also got that now. He's got breath control.
Yeah, everybody has that. Because there's only a few good things.
You are starting to take her damage right away. So the damage is 20d6 plus 9 acid.
Okay.
That's the problem. I am happy I did not go in.
Shadow and Crusher take 86 acid damage as they're rolling around in the putrescence of the abomination of Zuggtmoy's belly.
I take it back. This is not good positioning.
Damage 86.
And I'll give you just a little triangles to represent that you're slowed 1.
Those fuckers gonna make me have to use my gun.
Oh, what's going on inside my ass?
Oh,
Fighting happening here.
two of you don't want to come to me, do you?
So she's got her epic action and her last action left. So she can breathe this round. So the remaining assholes.
2 actions to do all that.
2 actions to do enormous inhalation, and it's 2 actions to cough spores. So on the remainder of the creatures that are outside, which is Kreiger and Alkur, she's going to do her breath of her cone spores. So this is 22d6 piercing damage for 89 piercing damage, DC 46 basic reflex save.
Okay, I made
I'll
save.
take 89, so 201.
So 44.
We're not turning into Alkur the Black because he passes out right now.
And she's slapping her tentacles around happily as she's, we are winning.
This might be winning.
The Balar Imp of Ayuz is going to roll his flat check to stop dying.
Oh, blow up now. Just sit there, blow up in the corner, roll 1. Just boom.
Oh, he's dying 3.
There you go.
Chicken time bomb back there.
Wait.
Yeah. What's that?
Shouldn't he get sucked in?
Oh no! So he gets a weird reflex save.
She's eating the ball.
Yep, let's back up a second here. Thanks, Mark.
I'm really certain whatever acid damage probably makes it go boom.
I think he needs to roll like just a nat 20, not to go flying. Nope. So the Imp Balar gets sucked up into Zuggtmoy. She wasn't thinking. And
Took acid damage.
Crusher,
And then blood.
Crusher and Shadow. Give me a second. She's got multiple stomachs. Crusher and Shadow are in separate